In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what I would do if I went back to $0 tomorrow. The reality is, whenever you're investing in real estate, you don't need any money, but you do need the knowledge to do that. I'm going to give you step by step on what I would do to start out on my path towards financial freedom in the littlest time possible, because if you're dedicated enough, you can actually do this next month. So if you're excited, go ahead and hit that like button for me. Now, whenever I started out on my real estate investing journey, I actually had $0. To be specific, I had 23 cents in my bank account, so I know what it's like to start from nothing. I was sitting in my rundown apartment and I knew something had to change. What I did was I joined the military, and funny enough, the military was actually paying me more than what my job was back then, which was a cameraman. And while going through basic training and tech school, I was able to save up $5,000. Now, $5,000 at the time was the most I've ever seen in my bank account at one time. Here is something that I never shared on this YouTube channel before, is whenever I stayed with that $5,000, the person that I was with actually stole that $5,000 from me. So again, I was starting from zero. From there, I regrettably say that my situation didn't get any better and it actually got worse. I was making more money, yeah, but I actually let lifestyle creep happen to me. If you don't know what lifestyle creep is, that basically means your income is rising and so is your lifestyle. So your situation, your financial situation isn't any better. These things that can include in a lifestyle creep are a new house, a new apartment, a newer car, etc. For me, that lifestyle creep was a better apartment, it was a new car, it was going out to eat a lot more, and etc. Actually, I was going into some serious credit card debt at that time, $11,000 to be exact. So actually, for the purpose of this video, and we're going back to $0, I would be starting out in a better financial situation than I was back then. Now, if I was to go back to $0 tomorrow, I would be doing the same exact thing I was doing back then, but a little bit different. What I did after realizing how bad of a financial situation I was in, I started a side hustle or two. This is something that I actually wouldn't change if I was to go back to $0 tomorrow, because whenever you have a side hustle, this is just side income for you that you can put aside for investing later. During that time, whenever I was $11,000 in debt, I was driving for DoorDash and Uber Eats. I was saving about $800 a month from those two side hustles. One thing I wish I would have done earlier was ask for help or money. What I mean by asking for money is about 7 or 8 months into doing my side hustles, I was able to save up $8,000. After I saved up that amount, I found my very first investment property, but I needed $15,000 to buy the property. So what I did was I asked my wife for help and she gave me $7,000 to fund the down payment. And ultimately, that first year after we bought that property, we ended up profiting $104,000. And that property specifically, we ended up profiting, I think it was like $43,000. So one thing I wish I would have done earlier was start asking for money, because if I did ask for money earlier, I probably wouldn't have went down the same path. I would have did something better, and I'll share with that in just a second. But yeah, we made great money on this property, but there is a better way to do this. Instead of using that $15,000 to buy an investment property, I would have bought a different type of investment property, and the real estate strategy I would have been using at that time would have been house hacking, and I would have bought a fourplex. If you don't know what house hacking is, here's a little rundown for it. You're going to be living in one of the units and renting out the rest. So if you buy a fourplex like I was just talking about, you're going to be living in one of the units and renting out the other 3. What this is going to be doing for you is you're going to be able to live mortgage free, so the money you would have been spending in rent or mortgage, you can now pocket it, and on the third and fourth unit, you're going to be able to cash flow just a little bit. If you want to retire in the next 3 years, this strategy will get you there. Now, if you have $10,000 or more in the bank account ready to deploy into real estate and you want to start down this path, there's going to be a link in the comments down below this video to fill out a form pre-qualified for my one-on-one coaching. What we do together is we come up with a perfect plan for you based off of your financial situation, your goals, your wants, etc. From there, I teach you how to implement that strategy, and then ultimately how to scale your business past that so you can retire in the next 3 years, because it's absolutely possible. I have other students doing that right now, that in one property, one of my students is profiting over $2,000 a month. I have another student that is going to be making $5,000 a month as well. This is all within 1 year of them investing in real estate and working with me. So there's gonna be a form in the comments down below this video. And now in a nutshell, that's what I would have done a lot sooner. I would have asked for friends and families and coworkers and people that I knew that had money for money sooner, so I could begin house hacking and I could be retired. I could have been retired like 2 years ago. Now, if you don't want to live next to someone, you can do what me and my wife did, which is our version of house hacking. So if you want to know exactly how to do that, there's going to be a video popping up right here that shows you exactly how to begin doing that. So until the next video, I'm out. See ya.